all the way in the northern region, Savannah region, and beyond. He has sharp eyes and ears. And you know that the YAGBONWURA has been not being too happy with Samuel Abu JINAPOR. He's been asking that no chief in his jurisdiction grants him audience. What's the latest? Chris, good morning.
Good morning, John.
What is the latest? Has the king relaxed a bit, or is he still angry?
Johnny, I must say that the king has not relaxed because yesterday a government delegation was at the JAPA Palace, as it were, to beg him to forgive his son and grandson, Samuel Abu JINAPOR, over the ban that he announced or placed on him. Before the visit of the government delegation, a delegation from the National House of Chiefs and the Council of State were at the palace as well with the same mission. But the king actually told them that he was to travel on Sunday to Mamprogu, where he will be meeting the Nairi as part of his visit to the kingdoms. You know, he started Dagon Kingdom. So on Sunday, he will be visiting the Nairi in the Mamprogu Kingdom. And so he told them that he will not be available. The second reason he gave them was that he actually placed a ban on him with the support of his paramount chief, and so he cannot take a decision by himself. So the delegation should go when he returns from his trip and consult his elders. He will invite them again to come in the presence of all his paramount chiefs. They will now tell them their mission, and if there is any forgiveness, they will take a decision there. But for now, he's not ready to say anything on that matter.
Now, I know that Mr. Abu JINAPOR's father himself is a royal. Abu JINAPOR is a royal as well. He's supposed to be a sub-chief under the king. Has he spoken yet?
Yes, the father has spoken. In fact, the father was even the first to send people to the JAPA Palace to go and plead with the King of Gonja before the government delegation and a delegation from the National House of Chiefs and Council of State. And yesterday there was a regional House of Chiefs meeting in Damango, and the father has indicated that it's about time Gonja royals, the youth, respect the elderly, because one day they will also be in that position. And so if you don't respect the elders now, it means that when it's your turn, the young ones will not also respect you. He's been calling for calm, he's been calling for peace in Gonja land, and that the youth should see the elderly as people who have been blessed by God to take up those traditional rules. And so there shouldn't be any need for the youth to disobey or disrespect the elderly. But he did not actually touch on the issues of the YAGBONWURA and his son, that he's been calling for calm.
Why does this matter?
It will lead this process for him to get the forgiveness of the king. When it comes to the political line, it's important and it matters because Damango is a seat of the YAGBONWURA. And so the YAGBONWURA can just say that probably he does not want Abu Jinapor in the Damango community again, because two chiefs cannot live in the same community, and so that's how it matters. And you know that the Gonjas form the larger population of the Damango constituent, and so if you disrespect the king of Gonja, then it means that they may not have anything to do with you, and so it matters a lot when it comes to both traditional and political issues.
Are the chiefs adhering to the directive of the king?
Yes, Johnny. You remember that the announcement by the king was false. You know, he was on tour with the vice president and NPP presidential candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and later that day they had visited the YAGBONWURA palace, and we saw videos of that visit where people, a cross-section of the general public were indicating that if actually the ban was in force, Abu wouldn't have visited the YAGBONWURA palace. But July, Abu Jinapor as it stands cannot officially visit any palace in Gonjaland, except that probably if he visited his father's palace, he's visiting there as his son, but not on official duty.
And the people in the region and within the royal jurisdiction, how are they responding to all of this back and forth?
Yes, you know, taking politics out of this whole issue, where probably some members of the New Patriotic Party definitely would support Abu Jinapor because of political reasons, because the argument from their side is that the whole thing is a plot by the NDC to ridicule him in the Damango constituency. Taking that aspect out and talking about traditional issues, people are concerned because it is the overlord who is involved here. It is the overlord who is angry. And so once the overlord is angry, it means the entire Gonjaland is angry. And any touch on the overlord means it's a touch on the entire Gonjaland. So that is why this matter is very serious. It is very serious because no Gonjalander, no true Gonja would support the Abu Jinapor at the expense of the king of Gonjaland. Once you are signed to the Yagbon scheme, it means that any touch on the YAGBONWURA is a touch on you. So that is why the paramount chiefs have taken this matter serious. That was why the Premier started by issuing a press statement to that effect and calling on all politicians to desist from disrespecting traditional authorities. Yesterday, the father of Abu Jinapor also reiterated that call that the youth should never disrespect traditional authority. So it's a very serious matter, and the chiefs are taking it serious.
Chris, I thank you very much indeed for your time. We're grateful.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you so much indeed.
The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3.
The matter is becoming a matter.
Really, really and truly, when it first started unfolding, I didn't think that we would actually get to this point. It was kind of like, well, you know, these kind of things, they happen from time to time. Ministers and government officials get into it with chiefs all the time. But this is no mean chief. This is the overlord.
The nuances in this matter is that the royals involved.
That's right.
All right. Number two, I don't know who started this whole thing that, whatever we're publishing was fake.
Well.
Now, so what was Abu Jinapor responding to? Fake news? He was responding to fakery and explaining the fakery. Now, looks like your hand has been tied.
That's right.
And you have to use your legs to untie it. Can you? It's I don't know. But if you look at the charges that were preferred against him from the king, the YAGBONWURA, talks about the fact that, look, some people have come to misbehave here. I've called the police to arrest them and deal with them by the law. You have made a call for them to be released. That's a slap in my face. I'm meeting my indigents, and then you turn it into a political playing field and people fight, mess everything up. I can't hold a meeting with my people. I want to come to the Jubilee House, or I've been invited to the Jubilee House. I come there. At the time, you were Deputy Chief of Staff, right? And then you ask that my security attaches should not be allowed entry into the Jubilee House. You know, so clearly this has continued over time.
That's right.
And the king thinks enough is enough.
Honorable JINAPOR thinks
especially when you are his
when
you are his grandson. You know, not his son or grandson. You must know where your powers end.
But surely at some point this is going to have to be put to bed, and it appears the onus is on Honorable JINAPOR to actually go and, I mean, he sent delegation.
He cannot go there now.
But he has sent delegations ahead of him.
His father will. They will go and mitigate the effect of everything else, and then subsequently he will have to go himself and kneel and beg. And I saw people on social media asking, well, are we still in 1960?
That's the conversation that's online.
That's not the conversation. The conversation is that where we have gotten to, right? Where we've gotten to. It's
well, it's Dr. Bawumia who actually is now also on saying that if he comes into power, or he's hoping that chiefs will have even more power. So I think Honorable JINAPOR could be in even more trouble.
He's doing slowly. Well, it's 19 minutes after 9 here on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio, and we get into Parliament right now. The Honourable Member of Parliament, Kweku Ricketts Hagen, is joining